Ex-wife cheated and left, but loses it when she sees me happy with my new GF. It was a rainy Wednesday when I came home early, soaked to the bone and eager to surprise Olivia with her favorite takeout. As I pushed open the front door, laughter echoed from the living room. My heart sank. I knew that laugh, it was Olivia's, but there was another, deeper voice mingling with it. I crept closer, my footsteps muffled by the plush carpet. Through the crack in the door, I saw them, Olivia and a man I recognized from her office. They were curled up on the couch, oblivious to my presence. My heart pounded in my chest, each beat a hammer blow of betrayal. Without a word, I backed away, letting the rain wash away the tears I didn't even know I was shedding. Today's story will keep you on the edge of your seat. Trust me, you won't want to miss this one. So, grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's get into it. If you're excited about this story, let us know. If you enjoyed the video, press 1. If not, press 0. Your feedback really inspires me to gather more uplifting and meaningful stories. The moment I saw her eyes widen, filled with a mix of disbelief and fury, I knew the facade of her perfect life was crumbling. There she was, my ex-wife, standing frozen at the cafe entrance, staring at me and my new girlfriend, Sarah, laughing over coffee. Her once triumphant smile vanished, replaced by a storm of emotions. I leaned in closer to Sarah, whispering something that made her giggle, knowing full well the show we were putting on was tearing Olivia apart. Finally, the tables had turned. It all began 2 years ago. Olivia and I had been married for 5 years, our life together seeming almost perfect on the surface. We had a lovely home, careers we both enjoyed, and a circle of friends who envied our relationship. I loved her deeply, never once doubting our future together. But things changed slowly, like a creeping shadow. Olivia became distant, her late-night work meetings and weekend trips with friends becoming more frequent. I noticed her growing coldness but brushed it off, convincing myself that it was just a phase. Until one day, the illusion shattered. It was a rainy Wednesday when I came home early, soaked to the bone and eager to surprise Olivia with her favorite takeout. As I pushed open the front door, laughter echoed from the living room. My heart sank. I knew that laugh, it was Olivia's, but there was another, deeper voice mingling with it. I crept closer, my footsteps muffled by the plush carpet. Through the crack in the door, I saw them, Olivia and a man I recognized from her office. They were curled up on the couch, oblivious to my presence. My heart pounded in my chest, each beat a hammer blow of betrayal. Without a word, I backed away, letting the rain wash away the tears I didn't even know I was shedding. The next few days were a blur. Olivia, caught off guard by my sudden coldness, finally confessed. She didn't even try to sugarcoat it. "Liam, it's just, you don't excite me anymore," she said, as if it were the most reasonable explanation. Her words cut deeper than I expected, a final blow to the life we had built together. Our divorce was swift and bitter. Olivia left, moving in with her office lover, and I was left to pick up the pieces. It took months to regain some semblance of normalcy, to look at our house without feeling the sharp sting of her absence. But life has a way of surprising you when you least expect it. Just as I was beginning to think I'd never move on, I met Sarah. She was everything Olivia wasn't: kind, genuine, and fiercely loyal. We met at a charity event, and her infectious laughter and bright smile drew me in immediately. We clicked, and for the first time in months, I felt a spark of happiness. Sarah and I grew closer, our relationship blossoming into something beautiful. She helped me heal, teaching me to trust and love again. Together, we rebuilt my life, turning the hollow shell Olivia had left behind into a home filled with warmth and laughter. And then came the day Olivia saw us together. It was a sunny Saturday morning. Sarah and I had decided to try out a new cafe in town. The place was bustling, the aroma of fresh coffee and pastries filling the air. We found a cozy corner table, and as usual, Sarah's presence lifted my spirits. We were deep in conversation when I felt a prickling sensation at the back of my neck. I looked up, and there she was, Olivia, standing at the entrance, her face a mask of shock. She hadn't changed much, still the polished, confident woman I once loved. But there was something different in her eyes, a flicker of insecurity I hadn't seen before. I watched as she scanned the room, her gaze finally landing on me. Our eyes met, and for a moment, time stood still. Olivia's expression shifted from shock to something darker, a mix of jealousy and rage. She stormed over, her heels clicking sharply on the tiled floor. "Liam," she said, her voice taut with barely contained anger. "I didn't expect to see you here." I smiled, wrapping an arm around Sarah's shoulders. "Olivia, this is Sarah." "Sarah, meet Olivia." Sarah looked up, her eyes sparkling with kindness. "Hi, nice to meet you." Olivia's eyes narrowed, her lips curling into a tight smile. "I didn't realize you had moved on so quickly." "It's been 2 years, Olivia," I replied calmly. "People move on." Her gaze flickered between Sarah and me, a silent battle raging in her mind. "Well, I'm glad you're happy," she said finally, her voice dripping with insincerity. "I guess I should go." She turned on her heel and walked away, her composure cracking just a little. As she exited the cafe, I felt a strange sense of satisfaction. The tables had indeed turned. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this story. If you enjoyed the video, press 1. If not, press 0. Your feedback is my fuel to gather more inspiring and meaningful stories. Thank you. In the weeks that followed, Olivia's attempts to interfere in my life became more frequent. She would show up unexpectedly, at the grocery store, the park, even outside my house. Each time, she wore a mask of nonchalance, pretending it was just a coincidence. One evening, as Sarah and I were enjoying a quiet dinner at home, my phone buzzed with a message. It was from Olivia. "Can we talk?" "Please, it's important." I showed the message to Sarah, who frowned but nodded. "Go ahead. Maybe she just needs closure." Reluctantly, I agreed to meet Olivia at a nearby park. The sun was setting as I arrived, casting long shadows across the grass. Olivia was already there, sitting on a bench, her posture rigid. "What do you want, Olivia?" I asked, keeping my distance. She looked up, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "Liam, I made a mistake. Leaving you was the worst decision of my life. I thought I was unhappy, but I realize now that it was my fault. I pushed you away, and I regret it every day." I sighed, feeling a pang of sympathy despite everything. "Olivia, it's too late. I've moved on. I'm happy with Sarah." "But don't you miss what we had?" she pleaded, her voice breaking. "We were so good together, Liam." I shook my head, the memories of her betrayal still fresh. "No, Olivia. What we had is gone. You destroyed it. And I can't go back." Her shoulders slumped, defeat washing over her. "I understand," she whispered, standing up. I needed to try." As she walked away, a part of me felt a twinge of sadness. But I knew I had made the right choice. My future was with Sarah, and I wouldn't let Olivia's regrets pull me back into the past. Life moved on, and Olivia's attempts to reach out became less frequent. Sarah and I continued to build our life together, each day a testament to the love and trust we had found in each other. Yet, sometimes, late at night, I would find myself wondering. Did Olivia ever truly regret her choices? Did she find the happiness she was searching for? The questions lingered, unanswered, a reminder of the complexities of love and loss. But as I lay next to Sarah, feeling the warmth of her presence, I knew one thing for certain. I was exactly where I was meant to be, and no ghost from the past could change that. As the months turned into years, Olivia's presence faded from my life like a distant memory. Sarah and I thrived, our bond growing stronger with each passing day. We moved into a new house, filled with the laughter and love that had once been missing. But life has a way of throwing unexpected twists. One sunny afternoon, as Sarah and I were strolling through the park, a familiar figure caught my eye. It was Olivia, sitting on a bench, a small child playing at her feet. She looked different, more at peace, but there was still a shadow of the past in her eyes. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this story. If you enjoyed the video, press 1. If not, press 0. Your feedback is my fuel to gather more inspiring and meaningful stories. Thank you. Our eyes met, and she gave me a small, wistful smile. I nodded in acknowledgement, a silent truce between us. As we continued our walk, I couldn't help but wonder about her story, the path she had taken after our separation. The questions lingered, a testament to the unresolved threads of our shared history. But as I held Sarah's hand, feeling the warmth and love that defined my present, I knew that some answers were best left in the past. Life moved forward, an ever-unfolding journey of love, loss, and new beginnings. And in the end, it was the moments of happiness, the connections we forged, that truly defined us. Crazy, right? But hold on, because the next story is going to blow your mind even further.